Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to part 2 of Shelina Mediratta's space. Grandiose, larger than life. My goodness, did you see the double ceiling? Did you love her windows and her blue powdered furniture? The art pieces that are exceptionally beautiful, so artistic, curated, picked from all over the world. Today, we're going to explore her other space that you and I want to learn one or two things about how they do their thing. Welcome to part 2 of Art of Living. I'm your host, Naila. Let's discover, explore, and engage.
Every detail of this home tells a story. Antique pieces placed with confidence, magnificent artworks, a striking collection from every country that you can imagine and you love to travel to, that instantly stop you in your tracks. The Lamudo, unexpected, bold, and beautifully placed like a living artwork. And that's why I See Lion wants you to make a better planning. This year, we must achieve our dreams of having those beautiful, incredible homes that you and I dream of, just like Shelina Mediratta. Every lifestyle you admire here started with a plan, and she had her plan, so you too must have your plan. That's why I See Lion fits so naturally into this conversation. They're making financial planning simple, accessible, and digital with tools like their WhatsApp chatbot Leo, a self-service portal, and a retirement plan preparedness index tool that shows you exactly what to plan for no guesswork. I See Lion is making insurance and investments necessities, not luxuries. So, as you inspired by this home and this level of taste, ask yourself, what's my plan? What's your plan and what's my plan? Find out all this at iseelion.co.ke, and remember, you can make this plan for yourself. You can make all these calculations and see how viable it is depending on how much money you make per month.
Look at that body, it's banging.
Metabolic balance. It's metabolic balance.
Can you turn around for our viewers to see you? Doesn't she look stunning? Wow.
Thank
you. Look
you.
absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
So what's this whole thing about metabolic balance?
So metabolic balance essentially is a hormonal adjustment program, okay? It takes into consideration 36 different blood test results from a patient, medical history, any medications the patient might be taking, any ailments or illnesses that the client is suffering from, likes and dislikes with food, because that's really important when it comes to sustainability in following a nutritional plan. So when a client gets their plan, they're assured that it's literally as individual as their thumbprint. It's made for them using all the aspects that I just mentioned. It's a food-based program. There are no supplements, no injections, nothing invasive. It's literally food, and everything is available here and the rest of East Africa, all the local traditional foods and the general foods like broccolis and the cauliflowers, all the meats, fish, seafood, all the starches, everything is locally available. And I started this in 2014, and I am a coach and the license holder for East Africa, and I have 5 coaches that work with me who are all phenomenal. We've helped over thousands of clients with improving their health, their wellness, and also weight loss. So the results are astounding. I've had clients who've lost anywhere from 120 kilos to 70 kilos, 150
and how long
kilos.
does it take?
So metabolic balance essentially is a lifestyle program, okay? You need to fix your relationship with food.
All right.
To be able to make sure that when you do get to your weight that you desire, that it is sustainable. And we do this through food. Because if you don't fix your relationship with food, you can diet, you can gym, you can use GLP-1s, you can use fat burners, you can use whatever it is. But the minute you stop taking those supplements or the GLP-1s, or you do the gastric balloon, and once you know that treatment is over, you haven't fixed the core issue, which is food. Your relationship with food and all the noise that you're having around the food. You haven't fixed that you need structure, you need guidance when it comes to nutrition. And that's where metabolic balance really helps clients to be able to now, once they've lost the weight, to sustain. Longevity is really important when it comes to sustainability of anything you do in your life, right? So, and this is where metabolic balance is so beautiful, because you're given a plan that, you know, gives you structure, tells you what to eat, also is flexible, so that if you do want to eat any foods that are outside of your core food list, you're able to do that. And your metabolic balance coach will guide you through the process.
So
and
does
it
it
can
mean all my life I'll have a coach?
No. So the program basically can take around 3 to 6 months, depending on the individual's weight goals, if they have any health issues, if the coach needs to also now navigate it with that individual's doctor, because we do work with doctors as well. And in that sense, once you've got to your goal weight, or you've come just for your health to be improved, because maybe you have a thyroid disorder, or you're suffering from gout, or you have diabetes, all those we have actually helped with clients now either manage or reverse them, which is beautiful.
I like that
just through food.
word reverse.
Yeah.
Reverse. I think that's so critical, because most people who are suffering from diabetes, maybe thyroid gland, are asking themselves at home right now, how do I reverse?
Yes.
What is that thing that they need to do?
It's based on food. So with metabolic balance being a hormonal adjustment program, okay, when we look at your food list, we take into consideration all the foods that either exacerbate your condition or lower inflammation and actually make your condition better in terms of managing it and reversing it. So I've worked with a lot of clients who have issues with high cholesterol or diabetes or thyroid disorder and are on medications, and have at a certain point within the 3 months, their medications have been reduced by their doctors and slowly been tapered off in a lot of cases. So in that sense, the program is remarkable, because we all want to live medicine-free.
Yes.
We want to live long, healthy lives.
Yes.
And what better way to do it
Yeah.
with just eating the right foods for you,
Yes,
that
agreed.
are going to help you with hormonal adjustments,
Yeah.
that are going to help you with targeting your weight goal or your fat loss goal per se. And it naturally reduces inflammation, because we've given you certain foods that are going to help, and it's different for everybody. So my husband and I have very different plans, but because the plans, when you get to phase 3, I'll explain about the phases, you start introducing new foods, there's more flexibility, because as Kenyans, we all like to go out, we like to travel, we like to socialize, whether it's family or friends. And this is where metabolic balance comes in, because you don't have to stop living your life.
You know, the minute you say that,
Yeah.
I'm looking at you and I'm like, I feel stressed.
Why do you feel stressed?
Because the minute you say plan, food, you know, I'm just thinking also for the viewer at home watching this and listening to you. I want you to make it as basic as possible. So for example, what did you have for breakfast?
So for example, I had an egg and a piece of sourdough toast.
What's
How
that?
an egg and a piece of, it's sourdough, it's toast, you can buy. So depending on the client, some clients will get different breads, some will get rice, some will get potatoes. There's no strange food you're going to eat.
Okay.
Everything, for example, you'll have chicken, beef, lamb, mutton, tilapia, rock cod, salt, everything is available. So when I say plan, we all need a plan.
Yes.
So we should not be scared about the word plan, because if you don't have a plan, you're lost.
All right.
In any aspect of your life, in my opinion.
Okay.
Okay, you plan to brush your teeth in the morning, right? That's a plan, right? You plan to go to bed at a certain time. So this plan fits and integrates really well into your life because it gives you, in terms of nutrition, what is going to help you reach your goals.
Okay.
There are too many shortcuts today. Everybody wants a shortcut to losing weight or getting better.
Yeah.
But there is no shortcut. There isn't. Everything has a consequence to it, apart from food, because it's natural.
Yeah, let me ask you, what's your thoughts on this balloon that people are putting in their tummies to lose weight?
Look, if it works for you, if it's something you like to do because you want to do it because you have no other choice, I have nothing against it. What I believe is that if you don't fix the core problem, which is how you eat and what you eat, the minute that balloon comes out, your weight's going to triple fold.
Okay.
I mean, we've seen it. We've all seen it. So if you're going to have, the gastric balloon or the gastric bypass, or you're going to take things like Ozempic or Mounjaro, that is entirely your choice. But I can guarantee that if you do not start to adjust and change your relationship with the core issue, which is your relationship with food, no matter what you do, because you cannot take these injections forever, your relationship with food will creep back in and that weight will come back on. And there are a lot of, I think, there are a lot of side effects behind taking these GLP-1s. There are. Just do your research. Find out more about it. But trust me, there is no shortcut.
With the diabetes, injections that people are taking to lose weight, what are the effects, long-term effects?
So, the thing is that everybody reacts very differently to it. Okay. If you are taking it for diabetes, because there's a lot of misuse of these medications, people who don't even have health issues or diabetes end up jumping on the bandwagon and injecting themselves, not realizing what the consequences are. There's been so many people who have issues with their pancreas when they're on these medications, or their liver, or their kidneys. People have gone blind. There's so many different side effects. So the thing is that just educate yourself before you jump on that bandwagon or any bandwagon. And my advice is that just change your relationship with food, whether it's through metabolic balance or whether it's through any other avenue. But if you are going to be taking these medications, it's really, really critical that you do that.
You've mentioned something that I'm curious as just, on behalf of our viewer out there. Is starch a villain or an angel?
I don't think starches are bad for you. I think different starches suit different individuals, depending on their health issues or their weight issues or inflammatory issues as well. But, if it is junk food starch, then I would say eat it in moderation. There's nothing wrong with it. And then there are things that are staple in our lives, whether it's ugali, whether it's rice, whether it's chapati, whether it's potato. All of these things play an integral role in our homes, what we have been brought up with to eat. We can't suddenly stop eating them. It's not about stopping eating them. It's about finding moderation, finding balance, so that you're enjoying all the foods that you really like to eat, but you're still living a really healthy, balanced life from the perspective of nutrition. Food is medicine.
I like that. Food is medicine. And in your space, I've seen you have a gym there.
Yes.
You keep fit as well.
I do. I'm going to be honest. I mean, working out is not something that I really enjoy doing it, to be honest. But I do it because movement is good, exercise is good, in terms of for your cardiovascular health, as well as, keeping in shape, keeping healthy. feeling energized, because
Yeah.
once I get into the gym, I actually feel good. It's just about getting me in there.
Yeah.
But I found that structure really helps me. It's different things for everybody. I find that if I know that at a certain time in the day, which I've clocked in, that is the time where I keep for myself for working out. And as long as I keep to that, then consistency is really important, because with anything in our lives, consistency, continuity, commitment
Yeah.
are so integral in, you know, how you follow through with anything.
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed. So I see so many bicycles there. You guys love to cycle.
Oh, that's my husband.
Oh, yeah?
That's my husband. He loves cycling. He's an avid cyclist. He, you know, enters competitions, and, you know, on a weekend, he'll go out with his cycling group.
Yeah.
They could cycle up to, you know, 50, 70 kilometers in like a few hours.
Wow.
So that's my husband's passion.
Do you join him?
No. No, I go to the gym, I use the treadmill, I strength train, you know, I spend like, you know, 40 minutes in there, and then I'm done. Yeah.
Do you have an instructor?
No, I don't. I used to,
Yeah.
but I don't. I think over the years I've found what works for me. And there's so much out that I use on, I use a YouTube program actually.
Okay.
And that works for me. And it's a daily day 1 to day 30 program.
Okay.
So again, that makes sure that I follow through. And so that's what I do. But, you know, if I had the time, then I would love to get a trainer, but right now I'm finding what works for me.
Okay.
And that's really important as well. With
So in metabolic balance, is working out part of it?
Not necessarily. I have
Okay.
clients who have injuries. I have clients who cannot work out for whatever reason, or they don't like to. I do encourage movement, but I always tell my clients, choose what you love to do.
Okay.
Because I can tell you to go ride 5 horses in the morning and go and ride on the weekend for 2 hours, but if it's not something you enjoy, it's not going to be sustainable. So I say, do you like swimming? What do you like doing? Pick that. Do it at least 3 to 4 times a week if you can. And let's just start, it's a work in progress. Let's just start building that up and building that consistency.
All right.
But it's not a mandatory thing that
Okay.
you have to work out when you're undergoing metabolic balance, but it's always a positive thing to do.
It's a positive thing to
Yeah.
do. My question to you is, in terms of food, we talked a lot about food, and I see your kitchen. It's so meticulous, and I love the look and feel of your kitchen.
Thank you.
Very well balanced.
Thank
so do you cook? Talk to me about the look and feel of your kitchen.
Okay.
And why you love that design for you.
Okay.
And what does it, because you talked about relationship with food.
Yeah.
When you enter that kitchen and you're very hungry, what's the first thing that you eat?
So first of all, I'm not a grazer, and I'm not a snacker. And this is what metabolic balance has really taught me. We need 3 balanced, nutritious meals in a day, which comprise of our protein, vegetables, starch, and fruit. If you eat 3 meals in a day, then you're basically keeping your meals in check, your food lists in check, structure in check, discipline in check, so that you're less likely to now, what happens is that every time you go and snack and you go and graze and you go and eat, you don't necessarily need to do that if you've had 3
I've
good
never
meals.
heard that word grazing, but
Yeah. Yes. There's a lot of people who graze.
oh, don't I
Yeah.
love to graze?
You know?
My goodness.
So
yeah.
So naturally, what works for me and what I try and teach a lot of my clients when they undergo metabolic balance is a meal prep.
Okay.
If you know ahead of time what your breakfast is going to be, what your lunch is going to be, and what your dinner is going to be, you're less likely to go and pick food that you're not necessarily supposed to eat, like a bag of crisps or a box of cookies. Not that those are bad, but there is a time and place to eat those.
Does time matter when you eat?
So with metabolic balance, we say leave 5 hours in between each meal. That allows your body to go into a fasting mode.
And can you fast all day and eat one meal?
No,
Why?
not with metabolic balance. It's just the structure of the program. So, and if you are going to be intermittent fasting is not supposed to be done forever.
Okay.
It's something that's supposed to be done for a short span of time. There's nothing wrong with it, but it is not necessarily what I would advise my clients to do over long term. I think you need a balanced life. in terms of how you manage your food and your meals.
Okay.
But everything is, you know, I have clients from all walks of life, you know, whether they're Indian or whether they are from the Far East or the Middle East or Kenyans or Ugandans or Tanzanian. We all have our foods that we've been grown up with and we love to eat, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And those now are part and parcel of where metabolic balance falls into their lives. And it's not about changing and reinventing the wheel in your house. It's just about adjusting and still being able to enjoy what you like to eat.
Is there a tablet you take to help you balance?
Nothing.
Just the food?
Just food.
Interesting.
It's just food.
Talk to me about your kitchen.
Okay. So I'm not a great cook.
Okay.
It's not something I love to do.
Yeah.
I feel that cooking is something that you either love to do or you do it because you need to do it. My husband is an amazing cook. He is, I always tell him when we go on holiday and sometimes we rent an apartment and, you know, he loves to create so many different dishes. And I always tell him I would starve if it wasn't for him because I'm not a great cook. But I'm lucky.
You're a lucky bam, yeah.
I'm lucky that I have structure at home. I have a support system at home.
Are you that
where-
disciplined?
I am very disciplined.
Really?
Yes.
You don't graze?
I don't graze.
My God.
I don't
So-
graze. But I do eat, like if I'm going out, then I eat pizza. I love ugali and sukuma. So I'll incorporate that it's in my plan. I love
So you
chips and
stare
fried
at-
chicken.
Question, you stare at something like this and you eat it? If it's a really yummy.
Well, if I'm at a party, then and the starters are going around,
Yeah.
that's probably the only time I will graze and I will eat.
Okay.
But on a general day-to-day basis,
Yeah.
I have made my life in a way that I don't need to do that. Because I have a support system at home and my staff are amazing in terms of making sure that the meals are prepared. We're sticklers for time. So 6:30 p.m. they know is dinner time.
Wow.
Unless there's an emergency.
Okay.
Yeah. And my kids know that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all of you, are your kids also on the program?
No, but I mean, I have had the program created for them so that they know what foods are optimal for them.
Yeah.
But you know, they're teenagers, they're 19 and 20. So for me, as long as they take even 20% of what they see in their plan and incorporate that into their life, then I'm good with that.
What are the superfoods and the mother?
But there's nothing really as superfoods as such. I mean, generically speaking, yes. But in terms of metabolic balance, your food list is created based on your 36 different blood tests, your likes and your dislikes with food, and any illnesses, medications that you are taking. So for example, some clients don't get onions on their plan, okay? There is a reason why they don't get onions on their plan. Onions can, you know, if you have a digestive issue, if you have constipation, or you have a lot of bloating and a lot of flatulence, gas, onions are removed for the first few weeks. Doesn't mean that they will never be put back in, but we have seen significant improvements when onions are removed with clients who have those symptoms, and they actually start feeling so much better about, you know, their digestive system is working far more effectively.
Okay.
And then I put the onions back in slowly, with intention for them as well. And they start learning their body. It's really important to learn your body. What foods trigger it, what foods make you feel better as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's come upstairs. I love this space
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
It's calming, it's soothing, it's so serene as well.
Yeah.
This is your lounge area.
This is where, you know, on a lot of times, actually probably every day, that after we've worked out and, you know, we've freshened up, my husband and I and our family, we tend to spend a lot of time here in the evenings. It's comfortable.
Yes.
You know, the TV's there. Sometimes you need a little bit of mindless entertainment.
Yes, you indulge.
Yes.
I like the seats. Let's talk about the seats. I see you've kept the theme from downstairs. Certainly this is beige, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, and the gray.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Talk to me about the seats.
I looked for comfort.
Yes.
I looked for something that could recline. I mean, they're not, personally, I don't really like recliners. I think they're really bulky and they take up a lot of space, and they're not exactly very pretty.
Yeah.
But they're really comfortable because, you can also put your legs up
And be.
and just be and just relax. So this space is not about being pretty or being elegant or being anything. This space is purely about comfort.
I like what you've done also with, what do you call this?
The banister?
Yes.
Yeah, so it gives
Yes.
space, volume of space,
Yes.
and air and light. So it's one of the features of the house that we really like as well.
Oh, so cool. How did the kids grow up here? You weren't afraid that they will jump?
So no, when we moved here, our kids were much older.
Okay.
So we didn't have that to worry about. But yes, if I had little ones, I would be extremely concerned.
I see the colors complement the seats and the pillar, the painting that you've picked.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think that I went out of my way to make that happen, but I just placed furniture in the right spaces so that it all, just looks really nice when put together. It all is seamless.
And creates balance. And with that balance, we're taking a break. We'll be back in a minute. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Art of Living, brought to you by ICEA, where wellness meets well and taste meets intention. Now, look at this home for a second. The layout alone stops in your tracks. The way the space opens up, the flow, the light pouring in through these beautifully designed windows, it feels intentional, calm, and powerful all at once. And their love corner, I love it, where the home breathes into the garden and the garden flows right back into the home. This is not accidental living. This is plant living, and that's why ICEA Lion wants you to own this kind of a home. As you admire this beautiful mansion, the statement pieces, the calm, the quality, remember this: every chair, every artwork you are inspired by, someone planned for this lifestyle. And that's why ICEA Lion belongs in this conversation. ICEA Lion is changing how we think about money, making financial planning simple, human, and achievable. Whether you're saving to furnish a home like this, upgrading your lifestyle intentionally, or preparing to actually buy a home like this one, they have plans that help you build wealth, protect your assets, and secure your future without pressure, without intimidation. Because living well isn't just about today, it's about protecting tomorrow. So, as you enjoy this home, this design, this level of taste, ask yourself, what's my plan? Start where you are. Plan with confidence and plan with ICEA Lion. Find out more at icealion.co.ke. Let's step back into this stunning home and continue exploring the true art of living.
Tell me something. I see you've picked certain colors within your space.
Yeah.
Does that also affect your mood in terms of how your appetite comes with how you snack and, like you're saying, grazing
I didn't really pick the colors intentionally because of that. Although there is science behind colors and food. So you see a lot of Chinese restaurants have red.
Yeah.
If you red or burgundy, you know, colors like that help with the appetite as well.
Okay.
But I didn't do that in my house.
Okay. That's an interesting observation.
Yeah.
So if you have red and burgundy.
I mean, they say that.
Okay.
There is, you know, other colors that also then sort of help with now people feeling hungrier. So I don't really know much about it, to be honest, but I know I have read sort of, there have been studies that have been done with colors, what colors to use in restaurants. There's definitely, you know, information on that, where colors play a pivotal role in to use in restaurants.
Okay.
But I didn't use that in my house. I used colors that I love.
Okay.
You know, white is one of my favorite colors.
Yes.
I love sort of accents of gold. I love sort of neutral colors, because I think there's so much you can do with neutral colors, and just use color as an accent on it or as a pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how you framed your pictures on this wall.
Yeah.
It gives character and personality.
Thank you.
The wood feel
Yeah.
is nice, and also the black and white.
Yeah.
Were these picked differently, or did you design it that way?
I mean, each picture or artwork was framed at a different time.
Okay.
They were not all framed together.
Yeah.
So when we placed them, then obviously we looked at, my husband is the one who actually placed all of these. We placed them according to what we would group them together, and we grouped them in a way that they looked complementary to one another, rather than looking very higgledy-piggledy.
Yes.
So, because I mean, we've got every color in there. We've got black and the wood and the silver and, you know, the white, and so we tried our best just to make sure that it looks pretty.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
The lighting as well, I like the industrial feel of it.
Thank you.
Was that his decision or your decision?
No, I think it was both our decisions.
Okay.
In terms of the lighting for up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you get to agree on colors? What colors does he go for?
My husband pretty much leaves a lot of how the house looks to me.
Yeah.
You know, obviously I value his opinion and he values mine. So if there's something that I do or suggest that he doesn't like, then obviously that's fine. And the other way around as well.
for him?
You know, so everything is communication, negotiation. Okay, I don't like this, I like this. There's always compromise. So it's really important, because it's both of our homes.
Agreed.
We both have to be happy with
What
it.
are colors that he can't stand?
Probably really bright,
Okay, colors.
really bright, crazy colors.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and me neither. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
All right. How big is the space? How many rooms is it?
We have 5 bedrooms.
Okay.
And then we have also then the gym and the study. Yeah.
All right. I really liked something that you gave us a sneak peek of your dogs.
Yes.
They stay in a
Yes.
really cozy place.
They
Talk to us
do.
about that and how you recreated that.
So-
and where did that idea come from? People, apparently, they have their own beds,
Yes,
you know,
they have their own bed.
and
Yes.
they, you know, so cute.
They need a nice sanctuary as well to
Uh-huh.
sleep in. And our dogs are our family. I
Yes.
see them as my little babies.
Yes.
So it's only fair that I give them somewhere and I sleep comfortably, so should they.
Okay.
So when you look at the design, it's actually my husband that designed that. I was looking for a design for the dog's bed.
Yeah.
And I came across it and I showed it to my husband. I said, "Can you make this, please?"
Okay.
And he made it and he brought it home. So, yeah.
So they have their own pillows,
Yeah.
their blankets,
Yes.
and you dress them in their shirts.
Yes, I do. Yes.
So cute.
Thank
I
you.
like that idea a
Thank
lot.
you.
Then let's talk about these beautiful art
Sure.
pieces.
Sure. So these pieces are that, again, once we've collected along our travels, and we saw them many years ago on a holiday that we were in, and we really liked them, and we carried them back with us, and we found a home for them here.
Okay.
And it's like the one that's with the brown, you know, my husband chose that one. He really liked it with the vase.
Okay.
And I chose the red one.
Okay.
And they both go really well together when you put them, you know,
They
in
complement.
close proximity to one another. Yeah.
Yeah. And your office, you know, also, it's just not an ordinary office. It's equally very cozy.
Thank you.
I like the idea of having those nice art pieces that are, they're
Yes.
very artistic.
Yes.
So you have brought your world into your home
Yes.
in terms of art pieces,
Yeah.
memorabilia
Yes.
as well. And you just didn't pick any pieces. You picked pieces that also tell a story about who you are.
Yeah. We currently both use the office, but I think he uses it more when he has remote calls.
Yes.
We don't see any, like we don't have any visitors coming into the office. The office is primarily for, you know, just working and making sort of like Zoom calls and remote meeting calls.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a space that is practical. We literally, there's nothing in there that was put in to be uncomfortable. You know, everything is in there so that you can be productive when you're working in there. Yeah.
Okay. And let me ask a question. You know, as we are coming up here,
Yeah.
You've given us access to one of the rooms that I absolutely love. Talk to me about the art pieces because they tell a story, and particularly there are two art pieces, each one of them, and the one at the mirror. That is so stunning, people. It is exquisite.
The mirror, again, is from reclaimed railway wood. It's a very heavy mirror. And I saw it at one of the local fairs that we have here, and I loved it, and I picked it up, and I think it blends really well in the room. The other art piece was gifted to me by my mother-in-law.
What do you love
my
about
mum,
it?
that she gifted it to me.
Yeah.
You know, it came from her heart. And when she comes to stay with us, she stays in that room.
Okay.
So it just goes really well with the room, and
Yes.
also it's a really nice gesture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about the bed? Talk to me about the bed, how you put that look and feel together. Very cozy, very
Yeah.
inviting, very serene. And, you know, the minute I walk in there, you don't need curtains. Talk to me about that.
There are curtains in there.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
I did see them. They're
Yes.
hidden.
No, there are curtains in there. I think they
Okay.
just blend in with the wall.
Okay,
I
I
mean,
can
because the
hardly
curtains
see.
are, the curtains have, you know, cream and white and black.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I think the guests would be extremely uncomfortable with all the light that came in. So there are
But I
curtains
love
in
it.
there.
I really love it.
Yeah.
I feel like you can get away with it
Yeah,
somehow
yeah.
because it's somehow, unless, you know, because it's these huge trees
yeah,
around,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it can give you the privacy that
Yeah.
you need.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the look and feel of the bed and the windows as well, just the style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when it came to the guest room,
Yeah.
obviously I wanted my guests, whoever comes to stay, whether it's my parents or my mother-in-law or my family or any friends, comfort was the number one priority for me.
Okay.
The bed is extremely comfortable. I also wanted to play with a little bit more color in there in terms of feminine colors because I have two boys.
Yes.
And I can't exactly put pink in my bedroom.
Yes.
Because I'm sharing it with my husband, obviously.
True.
So I took that room as a liberty for myself to make it really pretty.
Okay.
And so I threw in sort of a little bit of pink in there, lots of white, a little bit of that sort of olive green as well, which I feel goes really beautifully with the pink. And just when you walk in, just to feel comfortable, to feel that you can rest here, you can also, for it not just to be pretty, because
Yeah.
it is a really pretty room.
It's comfortable as well.
And
luxurious.
And luxurious and comfort, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I always like, you know, when you go and stay in a hotel, like
Yes.
a really nice hotel, when your bed is so comfortable, you don't want to get out of it, and you love your hotel room so much that you want to spend time in it.
Yeah.
That was sort of the essence I was going behind in terms of comfort, luxury, practicality as well.
Okay.
And just being a space that is peaceful and serene.
I like that. What's your favorite room in the house, the whole house? If you were asked to pick one.
Probably my bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah, probably my bedroom. I think it's where there is a lot of quiet,
Yes.
peace. It's a beautiful space.
Yes.
It's a space that we collectively like, enjoy in terms of the aesthetic of the room as well. We have a really nice terrace there as well. It gives a lot of light as well, which is really nice. And it's my space. Do you know what I mean?
Just for you.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask quick fire questions, especially because we're getting into festive season. And this is on metabolic balance. The festive season is full of celebration. How can people enjoy Christmas and still stay metabolically balanced?
Okay. So with metabolic balance, like I said, you can go out, you can eat out, you can go outside of your food list as well. So Christmas is something we all enjoy, right? It's full of festivity, family, indulging in different foods, whether you drink alcohol or not. So it's something that you can still enjoy, and you would know as a client then, okay, I've gone through Christmas, I've indulged, I've eaten whatever I wanted, and then when the festivities are over, then you simply go back on your plan, on your food list, which is all the normal things you're eating anyway.
Okay.
There's nothing, like I said, strange or odd or that you have to go and hunt for and look for. It's everything that's in most people's kitchens.
What's that diet that you'd cancel forever that people go for?
I would say probably not starving themselves to lose weight. I think that's really dangerous.
Okay.
And it's unhealthy and it's unsustainable.
Okay.
And the minute you stop it, then you're going to be in a worse off position. So,
Okay.
yeah.
What's that meal that you'd ask anyone not to go for any day, anytime, because it destroys your metabolism in the body?
I don't think there's any food really that's out of bounds unless you have a medical issue or you have an allergy. For me, it's about balance and moderation. So if tomorrow, for example, you feel like having a pizza or you feel like having fried chicken and chips, you can. But it's about moderation. Just don't eat it every day. And this is where metabolic balance coaches come in and really guide all the clients towards now eating sensibly and eating according to their plan and making sure that they live with balance and moderation.
Do detox teas work?
I would probably give it a 2 out of 10, really.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's another quick fix people look for. And most people have done it. I mean, I've tried them.
Okay.
But it's not going to help you in the long term to lose the weight in a healthy, constructive way.
Okay.
Again, people are looking for teas and supplements and all of these things where, the answer's in front of you.
Just have
deal with the food.
Okay.
Your relationship with food.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where can people reach you if they want to recreate and regenerate themselves and reinvent themselves in 2026?
So I'm available on phone, so you can always give me a call, and on email as well.
Okay.
And then what I do is I have a conversation with you, and I just try and find out what your struggles are, and then I pair you with a metabolic balance coach that I feel is really going to be complementary for you in your journey.
Okay.
Alternatively, you can go to my website and have all my coaches are on there, and find a coach that you feel that you would be able to connect with. My Instagram and Facebook page is at metabolic_balance_East Africa. And my website is metabolic-balance.co.ke. And if you can DM me on Instagram, or you can even send us a WhatsApp on 0722 761 092 or 0110 944 So those, and my email is, if you go to my bio on Instagram, it's on there as well.
It's been such a beautiful conversation.
It has.
You look amazing.
Thank
you
you.
for opening your beautiful home to us.
Thank you.
We are going to be regular friend.
Anytime,
Coming to hang out
always.
and chill.
Always.
I'm loving this space
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you
for
so
opening
much.
this space to us. And for you at home, festive season is here, and we spoke about how you and I can have that metabolic balance so that we look good, feel good, and eat right any day, anytime. Remember to follow her on her page at
Metabolic balance _ yeah.
And remember,
on Instagram.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
Facebook.
remember to give me feedback, or if you want to reach out to her, at Miss Nailante on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Give us feedback on what you think about this show. We'd love to hear from you. And if you want to lose weight, you know where the hooker upper is, or if you want to reverse diabetes or any other illness, you know where the hooker upper is. I love this conversation and love you to hear from you. Thank you for watching from the crew and I. God bless you.
Be honest, this year, do you get a moment where you keep asking yourself, what's my plan? I really need to get my act together. That feeling of needing to get your future locked down is real. But listen, getting a plan doesn't have to be intimidating or elitist. That's why I'm talking about ICEA Lion. The question is, what's your plan? Let's end this show with a note of optimism, because at its core, ICA Lion is in the business of human growth and joy of a better life. They want you to benefit and plan for your future in an upbeat and memorable way. ICA Lion is the brand for you. If you're not planning for the future with insurance and investments, it's high time you did. So what's your plan? Get started on that better life at icealion.co.ke.